Why am I here? Mr. Toastmaster, fellow members, honored guests. The reason I moved to Portland was for a better job opportunity. But the reasons I joined Toastmasters were to improve my speaking skills, improve my listening skills, and my leadership skills, and to make new friends and acquaintances. 3 reasons that seem like a pat soundbite, but each one represents a specific challenge that I wish to overcome. So why am I here? To improve my speaking and listening skills. Before I moved into my present position, I was in the technical support department. So I had years of experience talking to internal and external clients, members of technology, operations, and client services. So most of the communication was focused on triaging a problem, getting the details from the user, determining what department or departments were best suited to resolve the problem, get them online, on the phone, on the problem, get it resolved, and then move on to the next issue du jour. When I transferred to Portland to join the product management department, I found I was talking with many of the same folks. My learned skills were not exactly obsolete, but now it was about looking forward 5 or 6 months, even 2 years ahead, and planning what cool things our software was going to do. The other departments were looking towards us to not solve today's issues, but to plan a roadmap for tomorrow. Conference calls for planning sessions, technical sales demos, training sessions for feature highlights. One of the roles of product management is understanding what our clients' needs are and developing the solutions that meet those needs, but not just the needs of our clients, also the needs of our prospects and for people that haven't yet learned about our products. So I mentioned that other departments look to product management for what direction the business should go. That's another reason I'm here, to improve my leadership skills. In addition to doing the research to determine what direction to take, we in product management also need to get everybody on board and going in the same direction. That takes leadership. But even the small tasks can reflect how well or poorly a person can lead. For example, I moderate a monthly meeting of several departments to get their input on what needs they need met, what features need to be released. It was a frustrating one for me because after several sessions, we weren't making much progress. It came to a head last October when we had a meeting that went on and on and on. Several harsh words were spoken on the conference call, and then afterwards I heard someone gossiping about how terrible this meeting was that he didn't actually attend. It was somebody whose opinion I valued really highly, so it was a wake-up call for me. It was also a very frustrating time because there was no one with whom I could share that experience except my partner Chuck, and I didn't want to burden him with my woes. Yeah, you guessed it. One of the reasons that I've joined is to make new friends and acquaintances. One of the hardest parts of moving from San Francisco to Portland was the loneliness. I lived together with Chuck for 10 years in San Francisco before moving up here by myself, and living here for 6 months before we finally decided to move here permanently. Almost all of my friends in Portland are people from work. My closest friend, Jerome, is someone who was previously my subordinate in the technical support department. He's a great guy, but when we get together, the discussion invariably turns to work. I mean, I love my job, but it gets kind of old. So it wasn't until Chuck and I bought a house nearby and settled down that I felt I could start reaching out again. First, it was getting to meet the neighbors. Well, then I thought, I'm in a new city. I need to see what Portland is really about. I asked one of my coworkers, I need a place where I can improve my spiel, my meeting management skills, and make new connections. He thought about it and suggested this fine organization. I joined in February. Already my coworkers have told me they've noticed an improvement in my speaking skills on the phone and in meetings with prospects and clients. I have run a couple of more very productive interdepartmental meetings, and I have met so many good people at this club. So that is why